Sometimes life needs adjustments to work out for us, and making these adjustments can be difficult to see. Welcome to Change for a Better Life, Love, and Health with Nadia, a weekly empowerment show hosted by world-traveled Nadia Rosh, as she brings needed information to help you select the right path in life's challenges, relationships, and just taking care of your body. Nadia welcomes all questions on the show by calling 888-565-1470 and asking anything that you're having a problem with. You can see Nadia on changeforthebetter.tv, as each week she will bring new solutions to your life. And to reach Nadia directly, call 954-907-5176. Now, let's get ready for change with Nadia Rosh.
Hello, everybody, and this is like usually, you not miss it. This is Monday, 6 p.m., and I'm with you. And today my guest is Tanya Peterbin and also Terry Croyster. He is on the phone, yes? Can we, Terry?
Yes.
You with us? Okay, great. Tanya, can you introduce a little bit yourself? What is your life going?
Absolutely. Thank you, Nadia.
Yes.
Being here on this show today is a little bit of a surprise, but everything happens for a reason, right?
Yes.
Now, for me, I've been a personal trainer, life coach on a very amateur level for a while. Getting my MBA as we speak at FAU. Been a personal trainer for the last 8 years. I started off doing mixed martial arts at a young age, and now I do powerlifting. So I just won the state championship for female powerlifting as in Florida for February.
Wow, interesting.
And let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. I love it. And the one thing I believe in is you always have to challenge yourself. So you're not up against anybody else but you, and that's it in life, because at the end of our days, who do we have left? We have us.
Yes.
And when I was young, I struggled a lot with anorexia. A lot with abuse. I grew up very quick. So when I moved down here from New York, a lot of things changed for me and went in the positive direction. So one of the reasons why I wanted to come on board with you here and speak was because of the title of your show, Change for the Better. And myself, I've done a lot of that, but I've also want to do it for other people. So I do hope going forward we can go ahead and do that together.
That's wonderful. So your life is actually not that much easy, like some children go through the luxury and everything. So you struggle and you survive, right?
Yes.
So and this is make your strength, right?
Absolutely. In many ways, it gets you stronger.
Yeah. All right. That's wonderful. And Terry is actually not the first time in with us. Terry, you here? I want to make sure you're here.
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. He's actually a specialist for protection and security specialist, and he's. I can say now he said no. He's also life coach or consulting, for many things. He's a very wise man, and he's my friend. So, Terry, we are actually want to talk today about a relationship, and the part of relationship is most important part. Relationship is sex.
Uh-huh.
And I want to have here woman and man, and here is actually what is actually men secretly want and what is actually women want. And I know you are coaching a lot of famous people, and they go through the same situation what is actually regular people, and we can compare actually how this is going in relationship. So let's start talk about what is sex is, because is sex education all around the world. I cannot say this is just in this country, because I researched and I found on my country where I lived before, in Russia, they have the same problem. In Europe, they have the same problem, which is lack of education about sex. People think they use this, but they have no clue what they do. They don't know woman body, they don't know man body, they don't know how men thinking, men don't know how women thinking. They have no clue about feeling to each other because his feeling is different too. So, Terry, I want to hear from you about the sex and kind of what is your description about the sex. And I want you to tell me according to the scripture, because, everything according to the scripture, law, statutes, and commandments, we keep it that, and this is most important thing what we have to do. So, what is sex is? What is the God said about sex?
Sex is one of those topics when it comes to scripture that you a lot of times have to read between the lines.
Exactly.
It's hidden in metaphors and parables and such. But sex, whether you're talking spiritually or socially or whatever, it's an interesting thing because it's different levels of sex. Sex is an energy first, and an action last, and we forget we participate in the energies a part of it haphazardly, only to get to the physical aspect of it,
Right.
And it's in that understanding that all our relationships go bad. It's because we don't have a good grasp of what
all aspect of the sex. Yes, like we actually
energy.
mentioned in the last week, what is sex is actually meaning connection physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And now people using just one thing, maybe another thing is a little bit emotions, but it's not a spiritual connection. And this is is no time for that because they rush to do physically first. And sometimes this is crush everything and they're not going forward.
Well,
with
the young lady who's also a guest here tonight is an example of sexual energy because she's been she's a martial artist, a power lifter, fitness. All of that is an expression of sexual energy.
Exactly.
Very true.
Okay, so all of that is an expression of sexual energy, and she's learned to harness it in a different way that improves your body, and that's what sex actually does. Sex can promote perfect health. It can also destroy health.
Exactly, because it's sexual power, sexual energy. This is the most powerful energy what we are humans have, because this energy is actually give us a birth, right? We are existed because of this energy. It's man and woman, they become together, and the sexual energy give us the actual life. This is most powerful thing. Like you said, we can use this is for the granted. I mean, for the very good reason, and also this can be destroy you if you're not using properly.
Right, and it's the energy that of all the energy centers in the body, it's the transmutation or the use or the proper use of sexual energy that can heighten every other aspect of your life. That's why it's usually orgasmic, and believe it or not, your desire for taste, for food, for fun, for everything is just an expression of sexual energy.
Exactly.
So if you got a passion for food and the taste, it's because you're having a mouth orgasm.
Yeah, we can say like that too. Yes, exactly. Which is to have a pleasure, right? You eating, you have pleasure. You are looking some beautiful ocean or natural, you have pleasure. That's a sex too, and a physical connection between man and woman, that's another form of the sexual connection. Yes, you're absolutely right. But some people jump to the first step of when they attract to each other, they don't want to think what is actually can cost you if you are doing wrong way and you contact with a person. What is can be happen, spiritually first. What the scripture said about this?
Well, the misuse of sexual energy starts to play on our psychological self. In other words, it starts bringing us down because the misuse and the unhealthy use of sexual energy causes you to every negative thing that we have socially.
Yes.
It's usually sexually.
Yeah, some people did not understand. Right. There's some people did not understand the physical connection. This is not just physical and nothing happened after that. When we have a sexual contact, this is our body, our all molecules, all our cells is come together. So you is actually take it from a person, everything what was he have or she have.
No, absolutely. And then what ends up happening is that energy consumes you. So it goes in the negative direction, as he's saying.
Right.
Is that it can be so self-destructive. But what's amazing about bringing it back to creating positive change for the better, when you break up from that relationship that so devastated you because you consumed your life with that person, what ends up happening? You go to the gym.
I know, we talked with Terry about this too. Okay, we're going to have a 1 minute break and we come back. Stay with us, and our phone number is 888-565-1470. So welcome to the call and ask any question what is concerned about a relationship and sex. Thank you. See you. 1 minute.
Do you feel stuck in all areas of your life and are unable to make a change? Do you feel unfulfilled and want more of your life? Do you have a big challenge or goal in your life that you're trying to achieve? Let's get ready to transform your life. Nadia Rosh could be the missing ingredient in your life. Nadia Rosh is a life coach that will help you get from where you are to where you want to be in your life. Being a client of Nadia, you will be able to achieve personal and professional goals, restore happiness in your life, decrease stress, increase confidence, and self-esteem. Nadia has helped clients develop deeper and closer relationships, improve communication skills, and gain greater clarity and understanding in your life. Nadia coaches men, women, adults, or youth, and helps everyone get ready to transform their life. Call Nadia Rosh at 954-907-5176 or visit RadioNadia777@gmail.com and get your free consultation. Join our radio TV show on changeforthebetter.tv and ask your questions on the air. Call 954-907-5176 today and change for the better. You are listening to Change for a Better Life, Love, and Health with Nadia Rosh as she explains options in your life. Join the conversation by calling 888-565-1470 and talking with Nadia. If you would rather write in a question, visit her website at www.changeforthebetter.tv and chat in a question. Nadia promises to respond as quickly as she can. Now, back to our show.
Okay, and we come back, and our phone number 888-565-1470. Welcome to call us. And we are with Tanya and Terry today, and we're talking about relationship, and the most important part of relationship is sex and how to use the sex.
I have a question.
Yes.
I would like to ask the guest is, I work with kids, and we use powerlifting. You know, usually kids from single-family homes that's having little trouble in school. So we use powerlifting. We have an AAU powerlifting team that I work with that we use it to help get kids on the right track. So how does powerlifting and all the physical fitness that you do, how do you use it to reconcile your sexual energy?
Very good question. And honestly, I just spoke to Nadia about this on the break. But with me, I've been through relationships that could rattle some people and just make their minds blown. But, you know, just going through those experiences, you come out better if you allow it to. The gym was one thing that helped me. From an early age, I started training in mixed martial arts young at the age of 14. And I loved it. It was something that it made me feel like I belonged somewhere.
And you can protect yourself.
And you can protect yourself.
Yes.
So I actually started teaching children at the age of 16. And with them, it was great because I was able to help others in the same pursuit in their lives and confidence and building confidence back up. Because with relationships or anything like that, or families and they may bring you down, it's hard to get that confidence back up in yourself and the self-respect. So the martial arts is something that brought it back with me and with a lot of young kids and young women that I've seen. And on top of that, when I went into powerlifting, it was something that I enjoyed the sport of challenging myself, and I saw the positive effect it had on others. But the one thing that I also notice women don't do is they have a fear of lifting weights.
Yeah.
And it's very common. You know, they want to get toned, but they want to do it without the muscle building. So my journey now has been able to prove to myself that you can still be feminine and find more confidence in yourself through weightlifting and these power movements and power challenges and competitions. And you can do it that way much better than just doing cardio or running. But if you combine all of it and you just find something that makes you have a passion, if you find something in fitness that you have a passion for, just harness that. And you'll be amazed at what it does for you and your soul. And my family can attest to it as well. So.
Yeah, I think everything that we do, we have to understand that we have to do it to move life forward.
Absolutely.
Anything that you do. I, too, was a martial artist at a very young age. Pan American gold medalist.
Oh, very good.
So I found that it's very rewarding to help others and to move. But it was also a way, and I didn't know it at the time. You know, I didn't know how positive it was for, because sexual energy is something that it'll turn in on you if you misuse or if you suppress it in a wrong way. And if you, you know, we see every day when we read about priests and teachers and different people who have these terrible sexual acts, because the suppression, whenever you suppress any emotion, but it's triply so when you suppress sexual emotions, is that it finds a way to manifest itself in other ways. And a lot of times you don't even know how it's going to manifest.
That's true. Yes.
You know, if it's frustration, if it's, we talk about bad relationships. Bad relationships have a negative effect on a lot of different ways. Because one, psychologically, and when your perspective is skewed, everything you do is going to be skewed. Your sexual energy, we find that people who have been scarred from relationships express themselves sexually in a very negative manner.
Exactly.
Rather they become promiscuous, or rather they, you know. But energy is a very, very important and powerful thing. And to learn to harness your sexual energy upward toward the brain.
Okay,
You know.
let's come back to the topic of what the men secretly want.
I'm very I'm curious to know myself.
Sexually, when they start relationship, and well, I ask you as a woman, because we think we know, but what I research is actually women don't have education about these things too. So, what is men secretly think when they start relationship? Yes.
Yeah, it's known that men aren't as sexually sophisticated as women.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, we know that, but
we're not sophisticated at all. But,
well,
as far as it goes with the other aspects of a relationship, men, no matter how macho we may seem, we're probably way more fragile than women when it comes to that area. There's a lot of men usually grow up with a lot of insecurities and myths that determine our sexual life, on our performance, on what we like and don't like. So it's varied, but it comes from a very primitive.
Yes, this is almost reptiles' mind. They call this as reptiles' mind when your mind is working directly for the subject to have a physical sex, and this is what is most. I cannot say most, but is but statistically it is.
Yeah,
They are going to have sex without actually thinking and feeling, and this is why is sometimes is so much damage.
Well, for a man, then you're getting into a whole nother topic. That would be for a later and longer show when we talk about the man.
Yes, we're going to continue this. Yes, stay with us next Monday because we actually have 2 minutes left and we're going to just finish this conversation. Yes, Terry, you can continue to talk about what this man is actually secretly want, but they don't want it actually show us. And sometimes this has caused a lot of problems.
The problem isn't sexually. His problem is mentally. And emotionally. It's what he needs from a woman. The sex will be fantastic if he has those things.
What things? What things?
Yeah,
this
what
is
things?
Specifically, be specific.
I need to know.
Yes. What things?
Okay. Well, a man needs to feel secure.
Okay.
A lot of people don't expect that from a man, but a man needs to feel secure, and a woman is the thing that makes him feel secure.
What kind of secure? What kind of secure is that? Is this like fear of rejection? He have to be sure he accepted. And women want him. What kind of security are you talking about?
So we're always looking for women for guidance, whether we want to admit it or not. And so a man really we have a problem. We have a shift in what women have become over the years.
Right.
So now your mate has become your competition, because she's trying to be more of a man than you. And
I think this is why a woman start to rule it this way, because men become weak. So this is you agree with that?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry,
I
but
would
we
love
have
to
to
talk
finish
about
for
that one. You
today,
can't
and
leave
we're
me on
gonna
that
continue
statement.
next Monday. Be with us. Yeah, be with us on our studio, 1470, 6 p.m. next Monday. Thank you so much, and call us and text us. We are welcome to help you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you,
No,
Terry.
thank you, Nadia. Thank you, Terry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
dear.
You have been listening to Change for a Better Life with Nadia Rosh as she explores the mysteries of life, love, and health. Tune in next week for another chapter that will help you make the right choices in your everyday situation. If you wish to contact Nadia, please call her at 954-907-5176 directly or visit the website www.changeforthebetter.tv. And thank you for tuning in for Change. The opinions expressed